everyone, my name is Zafar, aka Glitching Life underscore official. Assalamu alaikum. I hope your Ramadan is doing great. The Instagram has been glitchier, and I guess the internet connection wasn't stable. And I wonder why I'm getting the notification again and again. Hi Hamra, thanks for joining again. Thank Asima. Thanks Chemical Reality for joining. Farhan, I did accept your request. And here you now. Hello,
Hi,
assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam. I hope you're doing well. I'm feeling a bit nervous because this is like my third life, I guess, because I'm a shy person. But it's uh, like a great pleasure to be with you once again.
Yeah, I remember taking like you were. That was the second time that took you to life. Yeah, at the hostel days. Yeah,
Your video is like glitching a bit, just like your
I
username.
can see a bit.
Sorry, what did you say?
I'm saying like I can see your face getting like I can see the circle going on your face. I can hear you, but I can't see you properly.
Okay, but आपकी जो like video quality है ना, that's like a bit blurry and you know.
On Instagram, yes, it is. Sure, it is. So let me just first put it down that both of our usernames and like we are gonna like taking live
Hmm.
so people should know what like how why we're taking live and who we're taking live pen underscore purposes.
Hmm.
Why instead is not suggesting anything. Author of Rendering Soul.
Oh.
And here we are. Let me gonna pin it first.
My friends are writing text to me.
So we have Farhan here. He's gonna ask some of the questions. And he's the first co-author that's writing at Wondering. Super excited to know about Farhan and his writing journey, and also what made him write, yeah, what made him participate in the Wandering Soul.
Hmm.
So, so I did like note down some of the questions on the laptop. So let's
Hmm.
start. Farhan, when did you first realize you want to be a writer?
So that's like a both I want a big old story here because like when I was like a student of like class six, I guess. So like there was like basically like जो उनका एक like एक क्या मतलब function हुआ था like it was like a school function. And my class teacher, she just, she was like very close to me. She like knew that I was uh, like कि मैं जो मतलब मैं writing में काफी अच्छा हूँ. So like she like sort of gave me like a sort of an she said why not you participating like in that school function too. So that was like the first moment when I thought okay why not be a writer. So I started writing and uh, like I would say that कोई जो है मतलब 6 7 years हो चुके हैं. Okay, 7 to 8 years. So I've been writing for a long time right now, and my style has like really changed over the ages. So yeah, I'm glad to be a writer actually. It's something that gives me a sense of purpose. That's why my name is Pen of Purpose. uh, and I'm glad to be a part of this book as well. Shout out to Fatima Api. Fatima Api makes us proud
Yeah,
too.
yeah, she's here. She's here. She's really just making me proud. Oh my God. Yes, we are your butcher because you are the CEO of the author's Ethic, and we are your butcher. So, like, you have also written a book. So, how long does it take to write a book?
Uh, uh, आप फिर से क्वेश्चन रिपीट कर सकते? What did
Yes,
you
sure.
say?
So you have also published a book of yourself, The Stimulus, if I'm not wrong. That's what the
Yeah,
name
yeah,
of your book,
did,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. How long does it take to write a book?
Like I would say that it's like a very long process because even though like in Stimulus, like it was like ये उसमें जो है मतलब it was like a book of like maybe ये जो है मतलब 60-70 pages थे उसमें in Stimulus, but still it like took me a long time because when you write your own book, you like make sure that like जो भी piece आप उस book में डालते हो, it has to be like
Yes.
flawless. It has to be like very good because it your book is basically like your baby. Like it's like a part of your ये जो आपकी जो एक ज़ात का एक हिस्सा होती है जो आपकी अपनी बुक होती है. So it takes a very long time to to like sort of decide that what poems will be a part of this book and what poems you're like going to leave out. So I would say it's a very long process. It takes months, sometimes even like more than months, maybe like 1 year, 2 year, could be more.
It would be more. So you're also a part-time artist. Like you're an artist and part-time writer. I think because of the slow page, that's a fickle art, right?
Yeah, difficult artist. So
Fickle
like
artist.
basically जो है मतलब being an artist has like जो मेरा mind था ना कि like in both mediums whether you talk about writing or like whether you talk about जो है मतलब fine arts की अगर आप बात करें तो like both mediums are like very similar because in both mediums जो आपकी जो like feelings होती हैं उनको पेज के ऊपर लेके आना like that remains the same in both mediums. And like especially जो मेरी जो है like जो है मतलब फाइन आर्ट्स से जो like चीजें मैंने सीखी हैं जो वर्ड्स जो like terms मैंने सीखी हैं I like to use them like in my poems as well, like sort of like make a story like जो है like let's say it's drawing or painting. So like I'm going to use words like paint my body with your love, So it can be like very जो आपका mind होता है ना वो काफी open होता है like when you delve into like different sorts of mediums, whether that's writing, art, or whatever, even science.
So Farhan, you're an artist and you're a writer. So what, like, अगर compare किया जाए, which is the best way to express the emotion for you that makes you
Uh,
like feel?
so like personally, I would say that being a writer is like more close to me, like as compared to being a fine artist. Because जो है मैं अगर fine arts की बात करूँ तो like it's been like 2 years I guess like since I started it. और जो मेरा जो है मतलब writing के साथ जितना ताल्लुक है तो like I told you that I've been writing for like 6-7 years. Uh, और एक दूसरा भी जो है मतलब एक फैक्ट है which is like sort of funny that writing can be like a lazy medium because आप literally you can like like lie in your bed and just type on your phone or paper or whatever.
Exactly.
While drawing or paint, yeah, while drawing or painting के लिए you have to like like आपको एक proper mindset में आना होता है. You have to
Yes.
like sit straight and take all your materials and so
And
that's but you have to be active.
express your emotions.
Yeah.
And who we have here? Nimra
Oh,
Hassan
hello.
here. Hello.
Happy
So
Godzilla.
now silent patience is all over on my mind right now. Like you have to be a literally perfect artist if you have read that read that book, The Silent Patient.
No, I
If
haven't
you
yet.
like
Like these days, I'm reading The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. Bell Jar.
do suggest me, like I'm running out of novels now.
Hmm.
Please.
Bell Jar
What you
काफी
got?
अच्छी है बल्कि I think someone else is reading as well. I think it's ये जो है मतलब निम्रा पी भी read कर रही है. Yeah, she wrote
हाँ
that. It's a good book.
हाँ उनके बुक रिव्यू से आई वाज लाइक ओ हाँ मेरे पास तो पढ़ी हुई है ये मैंने तो पढ़नी है अभी ये
Hmm.
so I literally grabbed. So Farhan, मैं आपसे ना full research करके आई हूँ. I have like literally penned down each and every question. So get ready. Farhan is like,
Okay.
okay, wow.
Hmm. I should brace myself.
We do keep like track of our authors and everything. कब कहाँ जा रहे हैं,
Hmm.
कैसे जा रहे हैं. To us because I will be publishing this review on my page and every of course every co-author will. So a writer should be get known and their journey should be get known because we don't have that much platforms in Pakistan. And thanks to authors that for giving us all the beginners writer that
Mm.
platform for like where we can publish our writing because we are our kids, we still are kids. Like graduation
Mhm.
भी नहीं हुई हमारी, मेरी तो नहीं हुई.
Ex- Same.
So, what is your work schedule like when you're writing? Like,
What
how
is
do
my
you
worst
manage
schedule?
in work schedule?
Work
How
schedule
is the
with
schedule?
writing.
Writing, studies, and art. How do you manage that all?
So like writing is something which comes like very naturally to like literally like a few days back it was like a very classy on Monday and and that lecture was like very boring. So what I did was that I like opened up my phone notes and I started writing a poem. Like मुझे उसी वक्त काफी उसके vibes आए थे ना poetic vibes हो जो एक आते हैं and that can come uh, the bathroom they can come like when you're at school, when you're at your college or university, when you're at work, they can come like anywhere. So I would say
Uh,
that my schedule with writing is like very, like it's like very random. It can come like literally anywhere.
Honestly, like I used to write in my math lecture because I used to have interest in that. I used to write it on a register. Back of the register, अगर कोई खोले ना तो there will be poems written in like scribbled poems on it.
Same, I did that too.
Oh, Nimra, Api, we love you. I love you both. We love you too. We love you too. You're the
We
best.
love you too.
Acha, from where do you get the inspiration of your writing? Like every piece, there's an inspiration behind when you write a piece.
Hmm.
How do you like inspire yourself? Things inspire you, right?
So like जो मेरे topics थे ना they're like जो है मतलब काफी change हुए मतलब like when I talk about my first book Stimulus so उसमें जो मेरी poems थी they were like it's on जो है मतलब positivity के ऊपर और जो है मतलब social या जो है मतलब moral values के ऊपर like बाद में जो है मतलब सोधी जो है मैंने इस बात को realize किया जो आपके readers होते हैं they also want to know about you know that what you feel या जो भी जो है joyful feelings है what are they कि आपकी जो मतलब personality है उसके जो like जो है मतलब complex जो उसके जो है मतलब aspects हैं जो आपकी अपनी मतलब identity की pieces हैं they want to know so what I did was that I started like writing about myself and what makes me happy what makes me sad what are my fantasies so yeah तो like मैं अगर आपकी बात करूँ तो mostly my poems are about myself uh, and they give me a sense of purpose because like somewhere in the world कोई एक दूसरा भी बंदा हो सकता है जो कि like मेरे जैसा फील करता है but जो like इर्द गिर्द के लोग होते हैं they might not मतलब get those feelings so they just want to like find that one guy who can sort of जो कि uh, uh, like जिसके vibes उसके साथ मैच करते हैं जिसकी feelings उसके साथ मैच करते हैं so that's what gives me a sense of purpose as well so yeah.
So aren't you afraid that every writer has a fear that his writing is gonna like judge him? People gonna judge him or her through his writing. So don't you get afraid like people gonna judge me? They're not gonna like everybody's get scared too. When I started writing, when I like showed my face, I was scared because my writing is like mostly romantic, but that does not like judge me. I said my writing will not define me,
Exactly.
but you're saying that your writing defines you. So aren't you scared of getting judged, being judged by the people?
Like मेरा ये है कि sometimes I think that if I ever become famous in Pakistan तो पाकिस्तान के लोगों ने मुझे जो है मतलब जलील ही करके छोड़ना because sometimes I write about topics which are like really bold and things which are people don't really talk about but like my जो मेरी नियत होती है that is कि किसी चीज के ऊपर बात करना इज लाइक फाइन यू शुड टॉक अबाउट थिंग्स यू शुड टॉक अबाउट जो भी टॉपिक्स में जो जो हमारे लोग हैं हमारे पाकिस्तान की सोसाइटी के लोग हैं दे डोंट रियली टॉक अबाउट सो मेनी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स whether like that's about rape or जो भी इसका के थोड़े से डार्कर पार्ट्स हैं like of our personality we should talk about them So yeah, sometimes I do feel scared, but then I'm like, I don't care. I should just be myself. And ये जो मेरी जो मतलब writing और poetry है, that's like the only place where I can feel myself, where I can, be as fearless, like जितना भी मैं चाहता हूँ. So I would say that I'm kind of fearless, but I'm kind of fearful. But sometimes I'm just like, uh, you know, I should just be myself. I should be the way I am and be bold as much as I want.
So can you call yourself a taboo writer that you write within rules and poets, rules and poetry, rules and regulations? So can you call yourself a taboo writer? A taboo writer?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, मैं तो कहूँगा कि I do write about many taboo themes.
Taboo things, right? I have like your writings are so like taboo type. We call it taboo, right? This
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
pronounced because I'm
yeah. It's
confused if you don't
taboo.
like taboo, not taboo, because there's so many
I think it
pronunciation
depends,
there.
but I call it taboo.
Taboo. Yeah. So Farhan, these days I have seen that you have changed your page into motivational, talking about mental health.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you just switched from fantasy to the mental health situations. Why? Why?
Uh,
What made you write about these things?
so
Like
that
what?
was like basically जो है मतलब यूनिवर्सिटी का एक जो है मतलब एक कोर्स का प्रोजेक्ट था. तो we had to basically do something, like जो है like for the society. So me and my group member, we did like this mental health series where we talk about like various mental health disorders, जो कि various themes के ऊपर थे. So that's what we did. So हमारा main purpose था that was to, there are so many like जो cases है मतलब mental health disorders होते हैं. But what our people do is they just say कि ये बंदा पागल है, ये बंदा like psycho है, and all these mean things. Okay, especially unfortunately in Pakistan लोग करते हैं. So मेरा ये purpose था like with my group member कि we should like sort of like जो है मतलब इन issues के ऊपर बात की जाए ताकि लोगों में भी जो है मतलब knowledge like आए कि like ये एक totally normal चीज है, उसके क्या cures होते हैं, उसके क्या symptoms होते हैं and so on.
So do you believe in Pakistan or in our society depression or mental health is serious because of that's why you're writing
Uh,
about it?
या वैसे तो इट डिपेंड्स कि आपका किस तरह के लोगों के साथ वास्ता रहा है. मैं अगर अपनी बात करूं तो लाइक मोस्ट पीपल दैट आई हैव कम अक्रॉस इन माय लाइफ, they just think that we teenagers or like young adults cannot be depressed. I mean, they just think कि अगर आपके पास फैमिली है, अगर आपके पास पैसा है, it means कि आप डिप्रेस नहीं हो सकते. But that's totally wrong because depression, it's a very complex phenomenon, and there's like so much like that goes like to a person's head. तो फिर डिप्रेशन तो जो है मतलब किसी को भी हो सकता है. Like any person can be depressed. But sadly, it's something that our generation uh, does not understand. Most people don't.
So Farhan, like you start writing at the young age. So why didn't you choose literature? Every writer is asked like has been asked और पूछते हैं कि literature क्यों नहीं choose किया जब इतनी अच्छी writing थी in Pakistan क्यों इंजीनियर बन रहे हो क्यों कंप्यूटर साइंसेस कर रहे हो क्यों आर्ट में कर रहे हो why
लाइक मेरा ये था ना कि लाइक एट फर्स्ट आपने लाइक मुझसे पूछा था कि लाइक व्हाई लाइक जो है बीइंग एन आर्टिस्ट मेरी क्या थॉट्स हैं. तो आई आल्सो लाइक वांटेड टू गो इनटू अ फील्ड विच इज लाइक जिसमें मैं जो मेरी जो मेरा फाइन आर्ट की जो कैपेबिलिटीज हैं मैं उनको यूज कर सकूं. So basically, I have these like dual identities where like I'm like into writing and I'm also like into the fine arts, so जो है मतलब product design और इस तरह की चीजें. So I think that's a very simple answer to it. But it's also that I don't think that you like really need to like जो है मतलब आपको स्टडी करने की जरूरत नहीं है if you want to be a writer. मतलब writer तो कोई भी हो सकता है. You just need to have like this mind and like this heart कि you have the ability to pour your emotions down the page and so that can come like naturally to anyone.
हाँ you
So
can
many
write
of
your
us
heart
are, yeah, like so many of us are like not actually studying literature in a sense, but we are still like amazing writers here. Talk about Nimra P, talk about Aiza, Sonia, you, or जितने भी लोग हैं, Fatima भी as well.
Nimra Api Aiza
Hmm.
Patni
Mm.
everyone. So, do you think Pakistan में literature की importance है?
पाकिस्तान में किसकी?
Literature की.
एक ये बहुत बड़ा misconception है that people think that if you study like literature, it means that you were like very bad at science और आपको और कुछ नहीं आता था, which is like so, infuriating. I mean, just let people do what they are good at. And like, I would say that जो भी like my writing होती है ना, जो है मतलब कल्चर होते हैं उसके बारे में बहुत कुछ वो टेल करती है कि what do people think, लोगों की norms क्या है, लोगों की thoughts क्या है. So I would say that जो भी fields है, whether it's art, whether it's writing, whether it's like anything else, जो है मतलब उसकी एक अपनी place है in our society, and people need to understand that. People need to, sort of थोड़ी सी इज्जत करनी चाहिए हमारे बेचारे राइटर्स की. इतना आसान नहीं होता. राइटिंग इज नॉट इजी.
It's not big.
या
Like Urdu writing की मैंने माशाल्लाह देखा पाकिस्तान में काफी respect है. When we like talk about writers,
या
you have legendary writers like Ilama Iqbal and every else. और उर्दू राइटर की लोग कहते हैं वाओ उर्दू बहुत अच्छा बट आई somehow I believe deep down in English literature people think जिसको इंग्लिश आती है वो राइटर बन सकता है. Is that true?
नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक सो दैट. आई मीन, अगर आपका इंटरेस्ट होगा पोइट्री में, अगर वो आपके अंदर एक स्पार्क आएगा किसी दिन, जो कि सबको नहीं आता, तो फिर देन यू जस्ट लाइक कैन नॉट बी अ पोएट. And I would say that, so like when you talk about poetry, तो poetry is like basically जो क्या है मतलब एक बहुत different like medium होता है, like as compared to अगर आप जो है मतलब like simple एक जो है मतलब एक blog post लिख रहे हैं या फिर जो है आप एक article लिख रहे हैं. Poetry is like basically like painting. It's like कि जो भी आप words use करें, they should have some theme to them, they should have some meaning to them, they should, एक पूरा concept होना चाहिए, एक story होनी चाहिए behind that poem. And that's something which not everyone can do. So yeah.
So we conclude that it is a rumor spread by haters जिसको इंग्लिश आती है उसको वो पोएट बन सकता है.
Yeah, and by people who are jealous of us poets.
Yes, because I have seen this compliment coming like यार उसने उर्दू राइटिंग की है wow it's great. उसको भी तो उर्दू आती है लेकिन not everyone who is Urdu spoken can write. Like I can't write in Urdu. I can't. I hardly wrote two pieces on about like in Urdu and I didn't post it because I was like मेरे page में English चल रही है तो I don't should be like posting the Urdu one. It won't compliment.
Like,
Farhan, let's talk about the author's epic first book, Wandering Soul. So when did you say when the theme is a place you call home, right? So what made you write like a place you call home? क्या क्या fascinate किया? You said like हाँ मैंने इस पर participate करना है. You
like first
ये
of all,
मापी की है ये हमारी टीम की है but you are not in the team but you are a co-author right
yeah, yeah.
you
Mm.
क्या इंस्पायर किया यू लाइक हाँ इससे कर लेते हैं.
तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो आई वुड से कि जो हमारी लीडर है, हमारी सीईओ फातिमा आपी, शी इंस्पायर्ड मी बिकॉज जो उनके कॉन्सेप्ट्स होते हैं ना, लाइक फॉर बुक्स, जो लाइक थर्ड एंथोलॉजी थी हमारी ऑफ जो है उसका नाम था बाय वर्ड्समिथ्स. मुझे उसका टाइटल काफी अच्छा लगा. मतलब लाइक टाइटल मैटर्स अ लॉट कि क्या चीज आपको जो है मतलब इंस्पायर करे. और इसमें भी जो है मतलब लाइक अ प्लेस कॉल्ड होम. सो इसमें जो मैंने पीस सेंड किया था, इट वाज बेसिकली लाइक बेस्ड ऑन माय फैंटेसीज. लाइक आपको अगर याद हो जब लाइक जो मैंने आपके साथ फर्स्ट एक दफा एक लाइव सेशन किया था, तो मैंने जो उसमें पोएम पढ़ी थी, दैट वाज बेसिकली लाइक अबाउट मेल फ्रेंडशिप. और लाइक इस पीस में भी जो मैंने लाइक जो हमने वैंडरिंग सोल्स में मैंने उसको किया था, सबमिट किया था, तो उसमें इट वाज लाइक मैंने जो मेरा थीम था, इट बेसिकली लाइक वाज बेस्ड लाइक अराउंड अ फैंटेसी वर्ल्ड where there can be people like me who would not shame me as a man for being like for like having feelings, for like talking about things like feelings, because like in our society there's this misconception that feelings are girly, and feelings are, and men are supposed to be, like basically like robots, Mm. And I personally think that feelings make us stronger. Feelings make us who we are. We are human beings. We are not robots. We are not lifeless things with no emotions at all. So whether you are a guy or girl or even gender fluid, it does not matter. You should be who you are, and you should, be in touch with your emotions. So इस piece में I talk about a fantasy place, like a perfect place where there can be like six friends, like which makes seven along with me, and there I can just be who I am, and they will not judge me. So yeah,
Literally, it's a pleasure that you, writer like you, writer like you, Farhan, being part of this, of this beautiful, like, new exciting wandering soul. Like I call, हम हर एक writer अपनी book को बच्चा कहता है, so authors like
exactly.
welcome.
Hmm,
Yeah.
hmm,
Thank you for
hmm.
participating and thank you
Hmm.
for sending submission it submit. Oh my God, submitting it.
It's fine. होता रहता है बड़े बड़े मुल्कों में छोटी छोटी बातें.
होता रहता है like sometimes याद की बोलते बोलते हैं like oh my God, I was in between as well. So Farhan, how many pieces did you submit?
लाइक मैंने तो लाइक वन पीस ही सबमिट किया था, वन लॉन्ग पीस, जो मैंने आपको थीम बताया उसी के ऊपर. इट वाज लाइक वेरी लॉन्ग एंड आई थॉट मे बी आई कुड ऐड मोर, बट 3 पेजेस की लिमिट पूरी हो रही थी, तो आई जस्ट थॉट कि व्हाई नॉट जस्ट सेंड दिस.
So would you read only few lines because I want people to like just दो तीन lines because I don't want to like ruin the surprise के पोस्ट आने से पहले उसके बारे में बस दो तीन लाइन अगर है या कुछ याद है या line only one line that touches
Uh,
your heart.
यार अभी एक्चुअली सीन ये है कि आई हैव के फोन से तो अभी नहीं देख सकता बिकॉज मैं लाइव कर रहा हूँ, एंड आई डोंट रियली हैव माय लैपटॉप राइट नाउ. आई काइंड ऑफ, बिकॉज आई एम राइटिंग सो मच दीज डेज दैट मेरे सारी लाइंस जो है मेरे माइंड से
हाँ
निकलती जा रही है कि मैंने क्या लिखा था. आई हैव बैड
हाँ राइट
मेमोरी.
होती है मैं देख रही हूँ currently तो फायदा उठा रहे हैं super हाँ जी your writing and everything. So thank you Farhan, it's been half an hour and thank you for giving your precious time to us. Thank you
थैंक यू
for
सो
letting us
मच.
know about yourself and thank you
ओह
being a
एंड
part
वंस
of this.
अगेन थैंक यू टू फातिमा आपी जो कि कह रही है कि इतनी तारीफ उन्होंने किसी की भी नहीं की. हम आपकी करेंगे तारीफ. हम भी आपके घर वाले हैं इन अ सेंस. वी आर योर फैमिली. And of course, thank you, Zara, for like giving me this opportunity. It was like wonderful, talking about my thoughts. And I felt really at home with you and all these beautiful people here.
Thank you for joining. It was such a pleasure for
Thank
having
you.
you in my life, like knowing about you again and again, and knowing everything a little new about you in every life makes me like wow.
Thank you
I
so much.
like अब the questions ready करके रखने हैं because not gonna miss this chance.
हम्म, ठीक
Thanks
है.
for joining, Han. I want you to be in your time now.
हम्म,
Bye.
बाय.
So guys, this was for Han, and his handle was Instagram handle is pen underscore off underscore purpose. It was so fun talking about him, talking about the book, the author's ethic, Wandering Soul, the first book that's going to be published soon after the submissions and everything. And we'll be taking every co-author live that has submitted their writing every Saturday at 10:30 p.m. So stay tuned. Love you all. Happy Ramzan once again, and stay safe, stay home. Bye. Signing out with Zara Zafar underscore Zahra Zafar, aka Glitching Life underscore official. Bye. See you all. Love you all. Peace.